Hi everybody, Steve Griffiths here, developer of the MTPredictor software program. In this video, I'd like to take a quick look at how the euro, that's the euro against the US dollar, has been unfolding this morning. It's been some quite interesting moves, and I just want to go over a few of these this morning and see how MTPredictor would have helped you in the analysis. First of all, if we look at the standard and automatic trade setups, you can see the STF is blue stroke black all the way along here, so that means the trend is up. Therefore standard traders would want to be looking to take buy setups. We had an automatic TS3 buy setup here. If I place the analysis on, you can see the market came up to the first target very nicely there indeed, where it made a high. STF was weak, therefore we'd want to come out at the first target, and the result was a nice 4R profit. Remember, we look at position sizing, so this would have turned a $400 initial risk into approximately $1,600, or 4 times the initial risk. So that was a nice trade setup there. But the one I really want to look at, or part look at, is, if I zoom in a bit, is this history triangle here. Now I want to make it clear that when we have history triangles, they are not necessarily losing trades. The reason this is a history triangle is because this pivot moved over to this new swing low here, which actually was a double bottom. So if we place the analysis on here, right click, analyze, you can see it gives us our position sizing again. The trade would have entered long here, and as you can see would not have been stopped out. And that's the important thing, it would not have been stopped out, and as such went to the first target where a nice plus 2.6R was available. However, the market did at this particular point go a little bit higher. So I just want to have a look at this and see if there's anything that more advanced users among you could have actually done on this, and also allowed you to catch this high as well. If I clear the chart off, well, what I always say is we use the larger degree charts. So for 3 and 5 minute analysis, we go to the 15-minute chart. Now for this, we go back to the prior major pivot, and if I just scroll back a bit, so we're before that high actually unfolded. This is the last major pivot here, so let's put the decision point on from this level. As you can see, that gives us a level out there in advance. Now this is the amazing thing, is as the pound rallied up, can you see on this 15-minute chart it went right into that level, and that's the level where the market started to make a high and decline down. So let's now go back to our 5-minute chart and see how that would have helped us. Well, there we go, there's our 15-minute decision point left on our chart there, and as you can see, that nailed that high absolutely beautifully. So knowing that major resistance was on the chart up there in advance, if we go back a bit to around about here, remember we were long off this low here, and we were saying perhaps we should go into our first target here. However, advanced traders among you would have known that that level was on the chart there in advance, so you could say, well, perhaps I'd like to wait till that market gets up to that level there before looking to bank profit. And as you can see, that's exactly what happened with the market declining off our major 15-minute resistance at that level there. So in other words, you could have increased this 2.6R profit to near a 5R. Let's have a look what happened next. Well, next the market started to decline, so we already know. I'll go back and put that 15-minute DP back on. It was back from this high here, wasn't it? Now go back to the 5-minute chart, and there we can see there's the high there. So let's scroll back again, and again these decision points are very good for showing you in advance areas of potential support and resistance. So as the market is declining down here, let's take a DP off this low here, and again it gives you an area of where the market is likely to find support in the future. So if we scroll forward, we see the market came down to this level here. It then made a blue buy bar right at this level, and as you can see, that is the level off which the market has just now started to rally strongly. If I zoom in a bit and actually put the Elliott waves on here by again right mouse click, Elliott wave intermediate, can we see how this decline was also an ABC correction, with the low here also, I'll just take that one off, with the low here also at the typical wave CWPT, that's this pink zone here. So for the more advanced traders among you, you could have looked at this and said, well, this was an area where I think a low is going to come in because it was at decision point support, and also was at a ABC correction, so therefore you could look to take a long trade. The first initial target would be the DP off the wave B low, high, which is here. So if I put that out there, you could have then done a manual trade in around this blue buy bar here, up to your first target for another potential profitable trade. So overall, it was a very good day on the euro this morning, and I hope this video has shown how MTPredictor can be used for not only automatic trade setups. However, once you become more experienced and you can then look at the larger degree charts and do our decision points on those, how they could have helped you nail potential turns in advance, and then also again using the DP and Elliott wave tool manually could then have uncovered another potential trade here on the way up there as well. So MTPredictor has got the tools you need if you're a forex trader, not only for newer traders among you with our automatic setups, but also some advanced tools for the more experienced forex traders among you as well.